Why schizoids really reach out first? Why caring about someone does not always create an impulse to contact them. When someone comes to mind, many of us recognize experiences such as thinking about someone without contacting them, caring about a friend whilst months pass without speaking, enjoying conversations when they happen without starting them ourselves, feeling that the relationship still matters during long periods of silence. Bottom line, someone can remain important to us without creating an impulse to reach out. Thinking does not always lead to contact. For many schizoids, thinking about someone can remain an internal experience. We may think about someone without feeling that anything needs to happen next. Thinking about someone may feel complete without needing to act on it. We can care about someone without feeling an immediate emotional response. Someone can remain important without creating an urge for interaction. Bottom line, thinking about someone and contacting them can remain separate experiences. The relationship can still feel intact. Long periods without contact do not always change how a relationship feels to us. Someone can remain psychologically present during their absence. Months without speaking may not feel as significant as others expect. Contact can resume without the relationship feeling as though it disappeared in between. Bottom line, external silence does not always mean that the relationship has disappeared internally. Responding is different from initiating. Many schizoids find responding easier because the interaction has already been started. A message gives us a reason to respond. The conversation has a context. Initiating requires us to create the interaction ourselves. Bottom line, being able to respond socially does not necessarily create spontaneous social interaction. One message can mean more than one message. Reaching out can create more participation than the first message suggests. A message may lead to a conversation may require continued responsiveness, contact may lead to plans or increased availability. We may anticipate these demands before deciding whether to reach out. Bottom line, sometimes the cost of initiating begins before we send the first message. Why reaching out can get harder? After a long silence, restarting contact may bring additional demands. We may feel expected to explain why we disappeared. The gap itself may now need acknowledging. Restarting contact may create expectations of more regular communication. Bottom line, the longer the silence continues, the more context reaching out may require. Not reaching out can have different reasons. Really initiating contact can happen for different reasons. Social anxiety may make someone afraid to reach out. Conflict may lead someone to deliberately avoid contact. Loss of interest may mean the relationship no longer feels important. For some schizoids, someone can remain important without creating a strong need for contact. Bottom line, not reaching out does not automatically tell us how much someone matters. Why we really reach out first. For many schizoids, relationships can remain meaningful without frequent contact. Someone can remain psychologically present during absence. Thinking about them does not necessarily create an impulse to act. Initiating contact also means initiating participation. Bottom line, for many of us, internal connection and outward contact do not operate as the same process.